it was just so fun. I'm like laying down in the back. I'm like doing like snow angels, like in the back of the car. I'm just sort of like feeling everything. I'm like, this is so nice.
When people hear you work on Conan, I think the natural first question is like, was it a good experience? Was it you mentioned you didn't really interact with them much, but the overall thought on working on set must have been pretty positive. And Extra Zero was curious that when you worked, did you ever interact with Robert Smigel? Was he always insane, or did you think that
I
Colbert did that?
I would just see him in passing, really, like, with Triumph. Everything's just like a whirlwind. Really, like, the idea of an internship, especially at a place like Conan, is like they just let you hang around while everything happens around you. That's really what the intern you get to be here and see what's happening, and maybe you order lunch for people or grab coffees. I remember it was the biggest thrill of my life. One of the writers would hand me a $20 bill and be like, because there was a Starbucks downstairs in Rockefeller, like, Center, or, like the food court. He'd be like, "Get me these coffees and then get whatever you want." And I was like, "What?" Because that was the first time in my life someone's like, get whatever I want." And then I thought I would be so fancy. I would get like a sugar-free vanilla skim latte. That's what I thought was a very fancy drink to get. But just someone handing you money and being like, "Go get these." And I had never ridden the subway before, so that was very intimidating. Even though I was like from Long Island, my family, we didn't really like go into the city. So just learning the subway was very intimidating, but that's something you definitely need to do if you're gonna work in that area at all. And I was so lucky to even get that internship because, during the summer, it's extremely competitive because the kids of all the executives and people who work at NBC are all vying for those internships because 'cause they're home. But
Right.
during the school year, it's really sort of limited to whoever can commute there, whoever, like, is close by. So I just felt so lucky that I was even able to get in.
Man,
And
that's it's what a different world, man.
I mean, I was printing out rundowns, I was getting coffee and lunches and dinners for people. Your task would be like, "Oh, Conan forgot his credit card at this bar. Go fetch it." And I'd be like, "Wow." I'd be like, "Wow, I was chosen for this very important task." Or like, "Please restock the kitchen or the front desk with Conan's favorite gum or yogurt," or whatever. And he'd
Okay,
be like,
let's hold
"Wow."
on. Let's stop. Let's stop right there. Okay, the intern knows these things, though. That's the thing. Is you're right. The intern has all these menial tasks. So, what
Yeah.
is Conan's favorite gum and yogurt and all those things?
He
Surely you know.
likes, like, bubble flavored bubble gum. I forget, like now I kinda forget what the brand was, but it was bubble flavored bubble gum, and
Bubble
it was
flavored, like bubble flavored bubble
yeah,
gum.
like, pink flavored, like,
Okay, okay.
like, versus, like, a
Pink.
minty or a cinnamon,
Right, right.
pink
Okay,
flavored, and,
okay.
it was vanilla Stony Brook Field Farms yogurt. He really liked that, but who knows? I mean, this was a few years ago, so his tastes may have changed, and the best part was kind of bonding with the fellow interns. Like, I remember this one girl, I think her name was Melissa, and she was specifically Max Weinberg's assistant. It was
Mm,
her and this other person. I guess he got to have, like, his own separate one or
wow.
2, and we would make jokes, like, about how high maintenance he was. She would be like we forgot the other intern's name, but we would joke that, like, it was her job to, like, "Lainey, you got time to carry Max Weinberg to the bathroom," or like, "Lainey, you need to chew his food for him." Like, we made the dumbest jokes,
Just
but he
baby
was
bird it.
it's just so funny, like, our impression was he just wasn't that nice of a dude. Um, and Conan I would just see, like, here or there, he would just be, like, just a shock of red hair running through the office. It's not like we got to chat very much. I spoke more with the writers, and a couple were, like, really great, like Brian Stack, who did a lot of the impressions. He was real nice. Jose Arroyo, I remember he gave me a book about, like, comedy writing.
Like, what does a day look like? What's their call time, and what does their day end?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I think we just had to get there at, like, regular, like, 9 a.m., and sometimes we would stay till, like, yeah, maybe it was, like, 7 or 8 even. I remember one time I got to take a black car home back to Fairfield U, where I was going to school, and, like, that was also the coolest time ever. Like, man, you get to ride in a black, like a not just a taxi for free, but a black car for free, and, it was just so fun. I'm, like, laying down in the back. I'm, like, doing, like, snow angels, like, in the back of the car. I'm just sort of, like, feeling everything. I'm like, "This is so nice," and then when he was dropping me off at, like wherever I was living. I think it was like a townhouse or something. I shared with people. I was like, "Can you just go really slow? Like, I need to see some people see me getting out of this car."
Make sure you honk a few
Just
times, let people
wait.
know.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take a long time getting out of this car.
Play La Cucaracha with your horn, please, as you guys so you
Yeah.
get
But what do you think about this? Leave us a comment down below. We read every single one of them. Also, make sure you hit the subscribe button because you have found your home for common sense in the gaming and entertainment worlds.